This is a World Test Championship final. This is what these players have built up to over the course of almost 2 years.
But 1 minute spare.
The chance to be the inaugural World Test Cricket champion.
So it's red to yellow.
And let's not forget, these two teams have a lot to play for. Think of what the pandemic has done to India. They are playing for a nation that needs some healing.
30 seconds, Twana.
Think about New Zealand, 2 World Cup 50-over World Cup finals without winning it. So they've got some healing to do for their cricket in public.
20
Doing
seconds.
as we rehearsed.
Stand by, counting Twana next in 10 seconds.
And that's what makes this such a mouth-watering prospect. No easing
5
off here.
seconds.
This is it.
4,
This is what it's
3,
about.
2, 1.
This is the ultimate test.
New Zealand is ready.
New Zealand is ready.
Let's make history.
Let's make history.
Very good. All right, Kate. Well, first of all, I guess congratulations. You must be very proud.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, obviously when the introduction of the World Test Championship came about and the opportunity to apply more context to Test cricket, and we saw some really exciting cricket. A lot of teams were certainly had an eye on trying to push for a place in the final, and so you sort of work out that there's an equation where you might have a chance of making it, and for us our home summer was that, and we're able to play some good cricket across 4 games and get the wins that we required to just sneak in.
Sit there. In a minute I'm going to ask you 3 words to describe Test cricket, so you can have a think about that. This is the ultimate test.
This is the ultimate test. We are actually so delighted that firstly we are in the finals, and we feel that we have earned our place and rightly belong where we are at the moment. And secondly, that some spectators are going to be able to watch the game as well, which I think is justice done to something like this, something of this magnitude, because a big final without any spectators, would have been kind of an anti-climax situation for us. But yes, we are absolutely delighted to be playing this final.
I don't think anyone could really argue that this is New Zealand's best ever Test side, because within that side there's 4 or 5 of New Zealand's greats. And so it's not often that we have a side that's so powerful and all these players have played together for so long. I think it's been one of the keys to New Zealand's success.
Oh wow, that's nice. Yeah, that's different.
They've had a core of 7 or 8 players that have played continually over the last 4 or 5 years. They get to know one another, they know the style of play, they're very clear in their roles and their clarity. So, yep, it's a very, very, very good New Zealand side, but they're going to be up against an exceptional Indian side as well, so it should be an intriguing contest.
What makes a good team cocktail? Well, when I started playing, I always felt that a good team was one that really got on with each other. Everyone had to like each other for the team to move forwards in the same direction. But I quickly realised that that doesn't need to happen. Some of the greatest teams in history may not have got on, but there was a respect there, understanding teammates' roles as much as your own, and you have to have a blend of characters. You can't have the same personality across a team. I don't think it works like that. And that's what I love about teams, actually, is how the captain gets the best out of their players. The leaders in the group, how they bring everyone together. And you've got to have a mixture of youthful exuberance, that lack of fear of failure mixed in with that experience of those that have been there and done it. You want young players to fly.
Bobby, straight at the camera. Go, just do one more. One celebration, just like tired, sort of like this. Do one more with you.
I'd like to think that this Indian team would probably be the best in India's Test cricket history. They're just a bold team. They're a team that is audacious and it likes challenges. The sky is the limit for this team.
Two best sides in the world going hammer and tongs at one another. The best players showing their skill set, how good they are. I think we're going to be in for some entertaining, some intriguing cricket, and I think the viewers and the fans are going to love what they see.
I think leading up to this game, if you went on Google, the fourth most searched item was weather forecast at Southampton. That tends to suggest there was a lot of interest out there. And the last year or so of Test cricket, people have been talking about this final, and people have wanted to be at this final.
Well, great signs out in the middle of the Hampshire Bowl this morning. The weather has turned. It's a little bit cloudy, yes, but we might get play underway on time. The World Test Championship final.
We've had a lot of rain, about 2 inches all told, and it was very wet yesterday, but the outfield's in a decent position this morning and just doing some finishing touches to hopefully start on time. So much rain around, you've got to probably have a little bowl, you know, a bit of weather around for the next couple of days as well, so 20 wickets is the name of the game, isn't it? So the sooner you can start doing that, the better, I would say.
Chris Broad is the match referee, and he's alongside Virat Kohli, captain of India, and Kane Williamson, captain of New Zealand. Looks like Kane Williamson and New Zealand have won the toss. Kane, you've won the toss. Just let us know what you're going to do.
We're going to have a bowl first. The conditions, obviously a bit of weather around, so hopefully we can make the most of it first up, get a little bit of seam movement, etc.
Simon Doull, you were lucky enough to have a look at that pitch out there. Do you agree with that decision?
Absolutely. I think you could hear the cheers from the New Zealand fans around the ground, probably from back home as well.
It's a nervy time if you know you're batting half an hour before the start. Butterflies really start to churn around in your stomach.
I think nerves are good because it shows you care, but it's about how you manage those nerves and control them to be able to put out your best performance. You've almost got to shut out the noise at times and just try and focus on the job at hand. This is a special occasion.
Opening in England is probably one of the toughest jobs in cricket.
To contest this.
The ball moves around. Even if you're set, you'll get that one great ball at any point of time in the day. The sun just goes out for a bit because it's both. Clouds are out. You know you got your task cut out. Opener's job right at the outset with a hard new tubes ball is that much harder.
Oh, this is so good from India. Each time the New Zealand bowlers miss, India are hurting them.
He's good on the pull. He's really good on the pull. Don't bowl short to this lad. First boundary of the final.
Lovely. absolutely gorgeous shot. What a way to bring up India's 50. This time, Kyle Jamieson, full of length and a bit of late movement, and it's Rohit Sharma snapped up at third slip. How New Zealand needed that wicket.
Wagner into the attack. Edged and gone. BJ Watling in his last test picks up his first catch. Wagner into the attack, and he strikes in his first over.
India slip into a bit of trouble here with Shubman Gill out for a very well played 28.
Gorgeous cover drive to the boundary for 4.
Close. There's an inside edge, it's given.
Classic left armer's dismissal. Swing it back in, hit those pads. Pujara's gone for 8, it's 88 for 3.
It's quick, tight. Needed to stretch. I think he was okay, even if the bails had come off, but that was a close call.
Nicely played. Waiting for it.
Very pleasant. The only chasing will be to retrieve it.
Where are we at today? Things looking better a bit later on, perhaps?
Yeah, it's a little bit similar this morning compared to yesterday evening. So still got this low cloud, still got a bit of drizzle, but it's meant to improve as the day goes on with a bit of sun later on. So hopefully we can play all the way through to the scheduled close.
Welcome back to Southampton, day 3 of the ultimate test, the World Test Championship final. Number 1 and number 2 ranked sides in the world. The weather gods have not been kind to us so far. It has been grim, it has been grey, but the cricket we have seen so far has been excellent. Swing and seam movement for the New Zealanders, and Virat Kohli and his men batted brilliantly on day 2. We have an 11 o'clock start local time. The New Zealanders are out there already. They are desperate to get out there and get as many overs in this light, and fair play to the Indians as well. They want to get out there. Kohli and Rahane, 2 senior players, are in a good partnership. 58 they made yesterday when bad light stopped play. Plenty of Indian fans in, there's some Kiwis in as well. Now close, and given. Will Kohli review?
TV umpire to director. We have a player review for LBW.
Good umpire, good decision. The Indian captain has gone. He made 44 and it's 149 for 4.
Kyle is a really good addition to world cricket, to New Zealand cricket and world cricket. For a tall guy, he swings the ball both ways, so he brings that great skill.
Got it! Jamieson strikes again!
And when you see him celebrate a wicket, there's a hunger within him and a drive, so I think he's a great addition to the world game.
That's a blow for India. Rishabh Pant is gone for only 4. It's 156 for 5.
Nice shot, very good shot.
That wasn't done as well, just bounced in front of slip, difficult. Nice shot.
And out! The plan works! Neil Wagner with the short stuff again. And Rahane disconsolate. He cannot believe what he's just done.
And India now 182 for 6 with Rahane gone for 49.
That is just not good enough. So I know he's tried to keep it down, but you just don't play that shot.
Ashwin striding out to the middle. Scored 100 in the recent series against England at home.
I was a batsman as I grew up. I wanted to be a batter. I was in the era where I watched and completely loved the way Sachin Tendulkar batted. It was just too good, and I think somewhere inside my head I want to be playing for India in the 90s and the early 2000s. I think the joy and the sort of vibrancy around the whole sport was very different because India was still competing to be a powerful nation, and I wanted to play a part in the future of Indian cricket. And today, I am living the dream. Probably not as a batter I wanted to be, but I still enjoy my batting. Take a lot of pride in it, and I think batting comes naturally to me. Bowling is much of an acquired skill as far as I'm concerned.
Gets it through. Again, nice flick with the wrist from Ashwin. He'll pick up for India, move to 190 for 6.
The beauty about Test cricket is you're always aspiring to be perfect, but you can settle for excellence.
That's a lovely shot. That will go for 4, slow outfield or not. That's beautiful hands from Ravi Ashwin. Tall man, so he hit it at the top of the bounce. Saudi's got to force him forward. There you go, perfect. Absolutely perfect. They don't drop many in that slip cordon. And that is an excellent comeback from Saudi after the boundary.
And the disappointment for Ashwin. Makes his way back to the shed. Goes for 22, a useful 22. India 205 for 7.
New Zealand, outstanding slip-catching unit, probably the best over the last 3 years, I think the stats say. Both these teams have got excellent seam attacks, and those seam bowlers need support in the slips. They need those edges to carry and to be taken. You're going to get far more wickets caught in the cordon here between the wicketkeeper and gully in England than you would abroad. So it's a really crucial part of the game.
Edged, and Taylor takes the catch. So on cue, the bounce, the movement from Kyle Jamieson picks up another. He's now got 4. Oh, right on the toe, given. Plum in front, 5 for Kyle Jamieson. 5th time in Test match cricket in an early part of his career. He is absolutely shining from a New Zealand point of view.
Get nervous. The nerves are always a good thing, but I think it's about trying to control them as best you can through your processes and through probably your mental skills work. It's about trying to stick to things that you do well and trying to go through your processes, and at the end of the day it's about watching the ball and trying to react to that and trying to make good decisions for long periods of time, and as an opener You need to assess conditions pretty quickly. You need to be disciplined around off stump and try to stick to a game plan fit for long periods. And, it's trying to narrow the focus down to be really disciplined on the areas that you want to score and areas that you want to leave.
Lovely, leaning into the drive, slightly over pitch from Jasprit Bumrah. And that will give Tom Latham a good deal of confidence.
That is a good shot, but very well bowled. Ashwin won't be unhappy with that because he had the field set, got the batsman to commit to a shot.
Yeah, just like the Indian Open, it's a really good start from New Zealand.
Got him. That short cover, a little bit of flight on it. And finally the breakthrough has come. And guess who? Ashwin.
Very, very good catch by the Indian captain. Latham's gone for 30, 70 for 1.
Captain Keane. He's been an excellent batsman. One of the best in the modern game.
Shouldn't be that easy, but at the moment he's finding test match batting very easy. Well played again. What's it, a double 100 in the first innings at Lord's, 80 in the first innings at Edgbaston, and 52 not out in the first innings at the Hampshire Bowl. Oh, gone, he's chipped it. That's a couple of times now, that leg stump delivery that Conway's chipped in the air. They deserved that wicket, India. The pressure was building. That's lifted the spirits of Virat Kohli and his team. He needed that wicket. Here he comes, Ross Taylor. He's been around for a long time, lots of experience.
At the start of my career, I would have been happy to play one test for New Zealand, but as it's worked out, I played over 100 tests and proud of what I've achieved. So for me, I love playing cricket and I love playing for my country. And if you're doing something that you love, more often than not, that you're going to give it your all and want to do it for as long as possible. But yeah, retirement isn't far away. I'm glad. I never thought I'd get another opportunity to play in the World Cup final, and it's nice to be here and having another chance to create some history. But I think if we'd won the World Cup in 2019, I might not be here today.
Obviously it's pretty frustrating. I do fear the forecast wasn't looking very good, so I think with something that might be occurring, but I think you wake up in the morning hoping obviously it's going to be better. So the guys have been filling the time, playing a bit of table tennis, a bit of darts, mucking around really. It's obviously a bit of a shame to lose a day's play, but like it's been publicised, day 6 obviously going to be important now with 2 full days still left to play and plenty to play for.
What a rally!
The weather gods have not been kind. We've had 2 days washed out, 2 days of excellent cricket as well. There is an extra day built in. So we have 2 days remaining. This is the scheduled 5th day.
Come on, India!
And we have some better news, thankfully. You can see that the covers have been removed, the rain has stopped, and play will resume at 11:30 local time. Only one batsman so far in the match. Devon Conway has passed 50. That's a measure of just how tricky the batting conditions are. India desperate to have a good first session. Their route to victory really is by taking
wickets quickly this morning.
That's good. That's good, and don't worry about being driven. Nails are a glove on that, and it's runs given.
Flips that one away, and he'll pick up a boundary here.
Got it, brilliant. Full length from Shami as well. That's the thing to notice. But what a catch.
Taylor on his way for 11. New Zealand 117 for 3.
Edge and taken, good catch. Second slip, coming across in front of first slip. Around the wicket, and Ishant Sharma strikes. Nichols goes. BJ Watling in his last test match. From Shami, gets the length right, nips away, picks up off stump. BJ Watling gone. India on fire.
Be careful both sides. There's a collapse in this pitch somewhere, I tell you.
Yes!
Well, I think whenever your side loses 2 or 3 quick wickets, there's a nervousness in the changing room. So what you really want is some sort of partnership just to get rid of that nervousness in the changing room. Things generally go a bit quiet, and then I guess a couple of boundaries, a couple of nice shots, and all of a sudden there's a bit more chat amongst the players and everyone's a bit more comfortable.
Okay, keep that low strike rate up. Playing well, not ball off, they got ball. Good. Great lead, Kano, that's it. All of those. All day long, fella. That's what test match is about.
Figure of Kyle Jamieson.
What he's made his intentions clear. He's not going to pitter-potter.
I love batting. I love the art of batting and trying to get better at batting. I feel like it's still a massive challenge for me to try and somewhat master that. It's something that I'm striving for. I want to be a genuine all-rounder, and that means I've got to be able to contribute with the bat and the ball. You know, whilst I still think I'm a fair way off being there, it's certainly part of my journey and something I'm trying to work on all the time.
Come on, Kyle, give it a slam dunk. It's a big six here.
Oh, that is huge. That is long. Sixer. This time, interest in the deep, and Jasprit Bumrah stays calm. An eventful over from Mohammad Shami, but he gets his man in the end.
We believe we can win from any situation. We believe that we can beat any side in the world anywhere. And I think it's our perspective that has changed the game for us completely over the last few years. And we carry that confidence with us. Teams have outplayed us at times, and we have accepted that, but never have we entered a test match lacking belief or feeling like over the next 5 days we don't have a chance. We always feel like we have a chance all the time.
This is, like we say, it's the most challenging format. I think you just got to break it down into little parts so that you hold yourself in best stead to go and win that cup.
The boundary will mean that New Zealand are ahead on first innings. And it takes Williamson to 49 to 20 for 7. Ishant Sharma strikes. Safe pair of hands for Virat Kohli.
So Kane Williamson's long vigil has ended. He's out for 49. It's 221 for 8.
It's gone high. And gone to the boundary. Typical of Tim Southee.
This was the point Ian Bishop was making about New Zealand's tail. They do wag.
As big as the boundaries are, not big enough for Tim Southee. That is a big smash.
Join us for adrenaline action at the edge of your seat racing.
Spain do have been black flagged from the race.
Sail GP, Saturday live, Sky Sport 3.
Got his man. That is the end of the innings, a lead of 32.
India have managed to bring themselves back into the game after New Zealand took day 3. A huge evening session coming up. New Zealand with a lead. Kane Williamson will be rallying his troops.
When you play this game, mentally you need to accept and look forward to the challenges ahead. And if you're mentally not strong, this is not the easiest place then for you.
Off the outer half of the bat in the first runs. A deficit of 32, remember, now. Take 3 off it.
There are best in the business who are playing against you. They will keep challenging you. So mentally you need to be fresh to overcome those challenges.
What a beautiful shot.
Nicely played through mid-wicket by Shubman Gill.
I wondered how long it would take for New Zealand to introduce Kyle Jamieson into the attack. He is the player or the bowler that you feel could break this Test match open.
Trying to win a game on day 5 into the last session when your body's aching and it's hurting, and mentally you're pretty tired, you're pretty fatigued, but the will to win sort of drives you, and the pride you have in playing for your country. You push your body to the limit basically to try and get the win, and there's ultimately you've got to go balls to the wall and you go flat out for 5 days and trying to win a game.
They like it. Michael Goff. Finger goes up, the first wicket falls.
So Shubman Gill out. Leg before wicket to Tim Southee.
Time is ticking away, so that win predictor, it's very difficult now for India, given just a 10% chance of winning this game.
You bet. You were here 20 minutes? Yeah.
Oh, close, surely. Yes, the finger goes up, Michael Goff. That is a beautiful piece of bowling from Tim Southee. The in-swinger completely flummoxing Rohit Sharma.
Absolutely the wrong time for India to lose this wicket. It's dark, the lights are on.
Well, he had the option to review, he didn't. He walks off. Sharma gone for 30. India now 51 for 2.
There's a reason why it's called Test cricket, because it tests your strength of character, tests your grit, tests your determination. It brings out your true personality. It brings out your strengths and weaknesses to the fore. and you are exposed to a high pressure environment over a course of 5 days.
Where's that off? Over the top of the slips anyway. Uncomfortable for Kohli, but he picks up for... no. Helmet, was it?
For me, it is not... You can't leave your room for Test cricket in the morning thinking in the evening the game's done and then I can relax in. Whether you score runs or you don't, whether you're in the field all day, you still got to wake up in the morning, still have that belief, have that determination to either turn things around or keep continuing the hard work that you've done over the whole day, because you again start off fresh the next day.
64 for 2 at stumps with 1 day remaining. That lead is 32.
And everyone has equal opportunity, which I think is the most beautiful thing about Test cricket. It teaches you a lot of life situations as well, how to come back from difficult situations, how to keep hanging in there when things are tough, and how to reap the rewards of your hard work later on, which I think is kind of everyone's life cycle as well.
Well, day number 6 of the ICC Test Championship final, and it is gorgeous, absolutely stunning out here in the middle of the Hampshire Bowl. Cannot wait for this day to get underway.
Big day ahead for both sides. Who would have thought would get to the reserve day? 98 overs and played, so still a lot of cricket, and all 3 results still a possibility. With the sun out, blue sky, and this surface only really 3 days old, it's a good batting day.
Very, very vital as far as India is concerned, because they've already lost 2 wickets. If they lose a couple of wickets in the first hour, then New Zealand will certainly be in control of the game.
Well, India would not want anyone else on the planet to walk out for them right now than that man on screen, Virat Kohli. Kohli's away. Outfield quicker today because it has been dry overnight. Gone. Big wicket. Kohli is gone. Jamieson has got him twice in the game. Game on.
Got him. Kyle Jamieson again. What a phenomenal rise to stardom for him.
You fear players like Pujara who can just bat there forever, but the players that you really fear are those who can take the game away from you in a session.
Rishabh Pant, how much intent he will show. This, folks, do not go anywhere. This will be fascinating.
Well, he's a fantastic player, very dangerous player. I think he's the kind of player that the opposition captains really fear.
First boundary to Rishabh Pant.
Yes, I love being aggressive, but I just try to play the situation too.
The counter-attack continues.
I just try to clear my mind, not think about everything too much, give myself enough time, enough space so I can handle that pressure and just go on with the game.
On the charge, a miscue and it will find the boundary. 100 up for India. Oh, he's got something, yes! A strangle down the leg side, Rahane.
There's a run-out chance. Jadeja has to get back, he does.
Watling, nasty blow on the fingers with that throw.
He's in trouble here.
It's a final. You've got to go out and give it your all. It's a balls to the wall, give it everything. If I walk off, you literally can't walk off the field because you're that sore. That is the way it's going to be, because it's going to be a really good fight, and that's for sure.
Confirmation that BJ Watling dislocated the ring finger on his right hand.
This is why it's called Test cricket, because it's a test of every form of toughness, of your mental skills, your ability, your fitness, your determination. Everything is getting tested. You've got to dig deep and find something to obviously, I guess, deliver your job in the day, and that's where all those things, the crowd that lifts you, and playing for this firm, there's no more bigger satisfying feeling, I guess, when you do that and you contribute, even if there's just one wicket.
Got him. Jadeja is aghast, but Wagner has probed, he's prodded, he never gives in.
You live for those sort of moments.
Skied high, should be gone. Oh, brilliant. Henry Nichols it is, tracking backwards from goalie. That is a magnificent catch.
That's a huge moment in the game. Rishabh Pant, with every run that he scored, he was keeping India in it. He's gone for 41, 156 for 7.
Taken again, first slip this time, Ross Taylor, and the wickets are tumbling.
2 wickets in the over, the Black Caps believe. Ashwin goes for 7, 156 for 8.
Cut away for 4.
It's a top shot from Shami, picked the length well. India will need these lower order batsmen to get runs.
Swing and away over the slips for 4 more. Mohammad Shami throwing the bat at the ball. Pulled this time into the gap as well. Off to the boundary for 4 more.
Every run valuable as far as India is concerned.
Searching for his first wicket of the match, Jasprit Bumrah.
Nice shot from Latham.
Got his man. Really wonderfully bowled by Ravichandran Ashwin. Captain Kane.
If you get this man Williamson out, the game is on. A billion people believing.
That's close. That's close. It's given. A huge moment in the game. Ashwin elated.
TV Empire to director, we have a player review for LBW. The original decision is out. Spin vision coming up.
Was it going on to hit the stumps?
Okay, no bat involved. Go to ball tracking when ready, please. Pitching in line, impact in line, wickets is missing.
Well, 5 million New Zealanders just breathed a sigh of relief.
Michael, so overturn your decision. You're on camera now.
That's really close. Going on to hit. No hesitation for Michael Goff.
He's gone, he's gone. Conway's gone. It's 44 for 2.
New Zealand's 2 most experienced players out in the middle together once again. India keeping themselves in this. 21 dots in a row.
I've always been a little bit of a nervous starter, and you know, those are the things that I love about Test cricket is getting through those hard periods.
This time he gets it through. Ross Taylor is away. Pierces the gap. Lovely use of the crease.
Not the first time, not the last time we've seen that shot played between this pair. They can feel the line drawing nearer New Zealand's fans. Dropped it and almost rolling onto the helmet.
It's the worst moment on a cricket field when you drop a catch, because you're feeling you're letting your mate down who's bowled the ball and all your teammates on the field, and you want the ground to kind of open up and swallow you.
Oh, beautiful Beautiful, Williamson. That is glorious.
And the 100 coming up for New Zealand. The target now only 39 to win.
Well, it's been hard going for the batsmen, but you sense as they get close to the finishing line now that the runs will come more quickly.
Pulls it away to the boundary for 4, half-century for the New Zealand skipper. Hard fought, now that will feel good.
The runs are flowing now. He's taken his team to within 6 of victory, 133 for 2.
Whips that one away, and how appropriate that Ross Taylor and Kane Williamson are there for this moment, for this team. It's a story that's akin to David versus Goliath, but Kane Williamson and his team are now World Test champions and living proof that sometimes, just sometimes, nice guys do finish first.
So you're thankful you had your helmet on at that point?
Yeah, I said to Kane, I said, I felt like I had to get forward to that.
You picked up 7 wickets in the game. Not all wickets are equal, of course. You picked up Virat Kohli twice in the match. Was it nice to get a good close look at him at RCB?
Yeah, always nice to have him in there a couple of times.
I'd firstly like to thank Virat and the Indian team. They're a formidable side, but it's a very special feeling. It's the first time in our history where we've come away with a world title, so it's a huge amount of hard work. I also want to make note with there's 22 players that were utilised throughout the 2 years to get to this point, and you know they all played a big part. Also the support staff, and lastly the blokes that were involved directly in this match to just get across the line. A special achievement, one that will be celebrated and remembered.
The New Zealand players have their medals and will go forward to receive the stunning ICC mace. The ICC World Test Championship winners, New Zealand.
Pretty special. I think if you said that 5 years ago, not many guys would probably have thought to be Test World Championship, but to be here and to have the mace in the change room to be crowned World Test Championship, it's a pretty special feeling. The most thing I'm proud of is the group stuck together throughout those 6 days, but the guys, they say Kane and Ross do what they did at the end and finish it. It was really special and fitting for those guys who've done so much for not just the team these 2 years, but over 10 years. It's pretty special to be a part of. When I first started playing Test cricket, I'd never dreamt of being #1 in the world, and to sit here today and be the inaugural ICC Test Championship winners is pretty special.